threats. Due to the genetic researches, it is now possible more complicated questions. Human. I thought this for them would be an issue in the genetically.
Tucker Carlson aired his 2-hour interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin, covering topics like the Ukraine conflict, NATO expansion, and U.S. Russia relations. The interview, initially released online by the Tucker Carlson Network, also touched on AI regulation and future U.S. leadership. Despite a tense beginning, the conversation became wide-ranging, with both men even sharing a laugh over Putin's initial comment about a talk show. Here are some highlights from their discussion. When asked by Carlson if Ukrainian President Zelensky still has the freedom to negotiate a settlement, Putin asserted that he believes so. He claimed that Russian attempts to negotiate peace during the conflict's early stages were thwarted by Western influence, alleging that Zelensky was persuaded to continue fighting. Putin cited a decree allegedly signed by Zelensky that prohibits negotiation with Russia, questioning how dialogue could occur under such conditions. During their conversation, Carlson and Putin reflected on the initial optimism for good relations between the U.S. and Russia after the Soviet Union's collapse, contrasting it with the current state of affairs. Putin remarked that while the West harbors concerns about a robust Russia, it is more apprehensive about the ascent of a powerful China, given its vast population and rapidly expanding economy. He suggested a shift away from framing discussions in terms of fear, advocating for a different approach. Putin refrained from endorsing any candidate in the 2024 election and mentioned that he couldn't recall his last conversation with President Joe Biden. He reminisced about his positive rapport with former President Donald Trump during his tenure. However, Putin reserved his highest praise for former President George W. Bush, stating that despite being portrayed as lacking in understanding, Bush had a good relationship with him. While acknowledging Bush's mistakes regarding Russia, Putin emphasized their strong connection. When questioned by Carlson about the potential for improved relations with Russia under a new U.S. administration post-Biden, Putin shifted the focus to the decisions made by ruling elites rather than individual leaders. During the interview, Putin delved into his opposition to NATO expansion while also recounting an instance when he inquired about Russia's potential membership in the alliance. He claimed to have discussed this matter with then-President Bill Clinton, who initially responded affirmatively, stating, "I think so." However, Putin alleged that Clinton later reversed his stance after consulting with his team, citing that Russia's NATO accession was not feasible at that time. Reflecting on the situation, Putin expressed that had Clinton agreed, it could have initiated a process of reconciliation, contingent upon genuine willingness from both sides. However, he lamented that this scenario did not materialize, concluding with the phrase, "Well, no means no." Conversation online at the Tucker Carlson website, tuckercarlson.com. Thank you for tuning in, and please remember to subscribe.